Viewfinder review depending on which side to look at. Viewfinder offers to play with perspective and change the space. Any photo card, painting or drawing that ends up in the hands of the protagonist can become part of the environment, helping the player to get to the place they need, copy an item or create a completely new part of the location. A simple example, there is a photograph on the table that shows part of the wall. We take it, turn it at an angle and transfer it to the real world. And now we already have a ready-made bridge that allows us to cross the abyss. Or here is another option. To activate the portal you need 2 batteries, but we only have one. Well, a Polaroid will come to the rescue. We take a picture of the battery, use the picture to get another one, place both batteries on the platform and go through the activated portal. And there are many such puzzles in Viewfinder, and each act adds new rules. If at first we use ready-made photographs, then later we have at our disposal a stationary camera and a portable camera, a copy machine, speakers that are used to solve sound puzzles, and other gadgets. We will create bridges, multiple items and even copy ourselves to teleport to increasable areas. The project allows you to play with your imagination. For each level you can come up with several options for passing, and transferring photos to reality never bothers, and every time it causes sincere admiration. In addition to the required conditions for passing the test, Viewfinder offers several side activities. These are collectibles, text and audio diaries, and bonus pictures that can be used to travel to a part of reality made in one of the popular styles, pixel, watercolor and so on. You can look inside the retro game, create an army of cleaning robots and listen to the scream of the character in the painting Scream by Munch. At its best, Viewfinder blows your mind. Sometimes you get stuck on a puzzle for a long time and then you are amazed at how simple and how elegant the solution can be found. You don't get tired of admiring the surrounding landscapes and you want to go through the most favorite tests again. And each level takes a couple of minutes if you know what to do. But this time is stretched to infinity depending on the player ingenuity and willingness to break the usual boundaries imposed by game design in video games. All this takes place against the backdrop of the story about being in a computer simulation, where the inhabitants of the Earth of the future, suffering from an environmental disaster, seek to find blueprints for a machine that can change the weather. By reading and listening to the diaries, exploring by the environment and interacting with the virtual talking cat, you will gradually uncover the story of the protagonist's predecessor, encounter a couple of heartbreaking scenes and some to a promising ending. If you wish, you can find flaws in the viewfinder. The picture is modest, the objects are nailed to the floor, and the game is completed in 3 to 4 hours. In addition, there are no multi-layered, multi-level challenges that would force players to think big and build complex structures for many photographs. Everything is much simpler. Teleport to a location, perform a single task, and now you are on the next level. However, for how unexpectedly and differently the game breaks the foundation and removes all restrictions, much can be forgiven for it. If the authors manage to develop the potential of the title in a hypothetical sequel, we will get a masterpiece that can start next to the great Portal 2.